Before I tell you the cast and plot and all that stuff, I do want to mention that the studio that made this movie is called Freckle Studios. Ava stars Jessica Chastain, John Malkovich, and Colin Farrell, and it was directed by Tate Taylor. So the plot of this movie is about Jessica Chastain's character, who is a deadly mercenary who works for a black ops organization, and she travels the globe specializing in high-profile hits. Her boss gets bad intel about her, and then his boss wants her killed. The trailer was very odd. I had to make a really hard decision of it because it doesn't show all the action stuff, because there's a lot of action stuff in it. And it also doesn't really do the movie justice. It makes it look like a very typical spy movie you have seen 10 million times. And I have to give this credit right here, right now. This movie's not like that at all. It actually has unique traits to it. So I kind of found this on a whim. I had never heard of it, and I don't know how I haven't heard of it because I am a Jessica Chastain fan. She is my second favorite actress. And I read the plot description. I was like, well, yeah, I've seen this a lot. But then I watched it. It was much different than you would think. The character struggles more with her kills. When she goes to kill a target, she wants to know what they did. And her organization doesn't want her to know. But then she starts asking them like, hey, you know, before I kill you, tell me what you did. I'll make it less painful instead of torturing you. You know, the company finds out about it and gets mad about it, but I just thought that was a little different, and I thought it was unique. It's never been done before that I know of. All the little twists and turns that they do are interesting. They kept it interesting, and for it being 90 minutes, I was thoroughly entertained through the entire thing, and I was actually really on board. I wanted to know how this thing was going to end. And one thing I really like about it is usually mercenaries are highly trained, and they're badasses, right? And they can shoot and do everything in the world. She actually gets her ass beat several times in this movie. The one gripe I have with this movie is they make it seem like every single person in the world weighs 100 pounds. They'll grab someone by the arm and then flip them. And that's a gripe I had. They did that way too much, and it just made it seem like everyone's super lightweight. It was a different take, and I really enjoyed that she had a conscience and she wanted to get out. Usually when people want to get out in these kind of movies, they're like, oh, you can't go anywhere. They actually let her take time off to recoup. Then when she comes back, that's when things get bad, and I won't spoil that. But the movie gets very good, and I can't believe this movie had no advertising. I'd never heard of it, and it ended up being pretty well. And Jessica Chastain's performance in this is fucking on point. She is giving it everything she has with this material, and she actually has great material to work with. So, surprisingly, this movie is really decent. It has a 17% on Rotten Tomatoes, and I'm gonna tell you right now, that is fucking asinine. This movie does not deserve a 17%. Capone deserves a 17%. Eurovision deserves a 0%. Those are bad. I would not listen to that grade. This is a very decent watch. It is not an amazing movie, but for it coming straight to VOD and having pretty much zero advertising, this is a good movie to watch. So check it out and judge it for yourself. I'm going to grade Ava a C+. Another review down, guys. I have more coming up like always. Hit that subscribe button, and I'm going to catch you movie fans on my next review. Thank you for watching.